To byste mysleli. Kovace kučerasin. Jsem bosoný. No, sí. طب اللي جابتك وتزازت نكت وتزاباسة.
Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. This place is living up to its reputation as one of the noisiest corners of the footballing world. No decibels spared in this collective chorus. Well, it's as friendly as it can be in the circumstances, but you feel the rivalry.
Well, I for one don't think that just because there's nothing resting on it, Peter, a game can lose its edge, and certainly not when you're facing opponents like this. So I hope the players will approach this with real professionalism.
And as you can see, we've already started here. Correa. Who do you, Jim, see making a difference here?
Well, this lad...
He's had a hit! Goal!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
How very smart. He just got it right.
Such a smart finish, and the setup was very good too, but defensively, they didn't cover themselves in glory here.
So, a breakthrough already. Balde. And he was quick to react. Rafinha. And he's away. Rafinha! He's got a goal! They're level in a trice!
Yeah, they say that fortune favours the brave, and we've just seen an example. This team has real personality and character.
And that really is so impressive. Barcelona grab the equaliser, and we're all square.
Oh, I think the coach will really be annoyed with that. The players were still thinking about their goal. They just got caught napping.
And here's Correa. Correa! And that is doing no harm at all.
Well, the invitation was there, so he was right, in my opinion, to take it on. Alas, it was a technical flaw.
Well, that pass isn't the best. Midway through the first period, and it's looking quite a game here. Rafinha. And that is as far as they're going to go. Shot a goal! And they're back on the ball again. Casado. And Fermin. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. There's the hit! Just not quite happening for him just now.
This is proving to be a very good spell. The intensity is great, but they've got to make it count.
And we have our very first corner. last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Barcelona have the chance to go the other way. That's a lovely, neat pass. That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Koundé. Quality ball. Lenormand. Half an hour played now. Now it's Correa. Speculative strike. And the goalkeeper watches it past.
Yeah, he's disappointed with himself, but at least his boss is applauding the effort he made.
Rafinha. He is through here. And it's Correa. Molina. That'll do under the circumstances. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. He's got away. Oh, shooting chance! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
And it's been taken short. De Jong. Alvarez. Now it's Correa. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that Ferran Torres!
Oh, that was expansive and incisive, the type of move to please any coach.
Now the finish! Koke. That's really well manoeuvred. Alvarez running with the ball. Fermin. Alvarez. And the whistle goes for half-time. A pretty decent watch this, and each side has contributed in equal part. A couple of very good goals for the crowd to enjoy, and a game which is right on the edge. At half-time, it's one each. So we reach the halfway point.
Who wants half-time when you have a contest this good? I can only hope it picks up where it left off.
Well, the scoreline indicates a pretty tight game, but there has been a lot of action in it, and it has been an exceptionally good watch. The score at half-time, 1-1. And we are already promptly back underway. Rafinha. He's found the way through. Valde. And the shot! He's scored!
Boom! There we go. And it couldn't be much better. He was born for the glory he's just managed. The apple on top of the tree.
And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
Well, it's always that bit tougher for a keeper when the underside of the crossbar is in play.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Yeah, for me, this team seems to find it easier to attack than defend, but now they're going to need to dig in at the back a bit.
Alvarez. De Jong. Now it's Ferran Torres. That has been slung wide. And that's a foul. Free kick's been given. And he has shown him a yellow card. De Jong. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. Correa being hounded, manhandled at times.
Yeah, and the creator-in-chief is unsurprisingly being treated as a special case now.
And smartly reclaimed. He's shifting through the gears here. Reinildo did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. And here's Ferran Torres. Nicely aimed pass. That is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. And the finish! It's off target and by quite a way.
Well, we were anticipating this. They're very much set up for the counter-attack, and I don't see it changing anytime soon.
Barrios. Played out to the right. Molina. No, that's been intercepted. Vermi. Eric Garcia. No, that was never going to make it. Koke. Alvarez. That is lovely. He's having a go! Oh, belter! Sumptuous finish, an absolute joy! They've done it again! It is incredible!
Wow, this is so good. I mean, seriously good. They're putting on quite a show here for us. Yeah, I'd call that transition with bite. They won it back and bit hard.
So all square, and not for the first time.
Oh, look, Peter, I was on the fence before a ball was kicked, and I still haven't moved.
Rafinha. Truthfully, it was hard to see any better outcome there. Alvarez. And that has left him in a heap. Rafinha. Rafinha goes hurtling down that left-hand side. He's picked his way through. Oh, well played, well played.
Se va a llevar a cabo un cambio de jugadores.
Gets his head to it! Oh, nearly, but nearly is nothing.
Yeah, it's good movement, though. A bit unlucky he couldn't actually steer it goalwards.
Barrios. And it's Koke. Into the last quarter of an hour. Alvarez takes control of it and he's on the move. Barrios. And Molina. And here's Correa. And he's had a hit. Oh, the ball's run loose here.
Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. Couple of changes then in quick succession.
Well, for me, this was the obvious substitution. He'd become just a little jaded, and as a result of that, he was most likely to make a mistake. I think sometimes when the body becomes tired, the brain goes with it, and I think that's happened in this case.
He could be in here. Couldn't quite squeeze that one through. And that is expertly dealt with. Still anyone's game, this. One moment can decide it.
Well, a goal either way at this stage would qualify as a steal.
Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Barcelona desperately searching for the winner here. And he's gone backward here. There's the header! He's done well to get his head on that, but couldn't score.
Well, being able to...
There's the shot! And he's gone looking for safety. Ferran Torres.
You wonder if that's it now, but there may be one more opportunity, Peter, for a late steal here.
Oh, that's ambitious. The crowd reaction tells you just how close that was.
Oh, how close was that to going in? It only required the smallest of tweaks.
Now it's Ferran Torres, Pablo Torre, Pedri, and that's played in low. And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. Now some movement on the bench, and we are going to see a change. Lewandowski getting the call here in what can be interpreted as a clear show of intent.
Well, it's going to make for a frantic end, Peter. Let's hope he's got enough time to make the impact he wants.
Alvarez on 2 now and looking for 3. Yamal, Pablo Torre, and here's Lewandowski. The normal. And that is that. Well, nothing to separate the sides in the end, not for the want of desire, drive or determination. No complaints. Alvarez taking in the accolades, having been named man of the match and Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. And expectations are rising and decibel levels are rising. The noise is quite something. You can feel what football means to the people in this part of the world. It is a monster matchup, Gene Bentley.
Well, on the face of it, Peter, we would appear to have a high-caliber meeting with very little at stake. But then you consider a chance for one or two of the fringe players to get a look in, and this becomes a big incentive. It changes the dynamic.
It's Dembele! A wonderful effort, all by himself.
Dembele just backs himself every time. Give him a challenge and he'll rise to it.
Ah, good steal, he just read it. He's shifting through the gears here. Martinez powering forward here. Oh, good ball and this decent hit! Goal! Inter! And Inter go in front.
Well, there's always a chance of being caught like that when you surrender the football.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Now it's Thuram. Martinez. Oh, super find. A real chance! Donnarumma can pick that up. Gonzalo Ramos. Paris Saint-Germain have it back and can go again. Mkhitaryan. Carlos Augusto, and he's managed to get free. Oh, well cut out, no margin for error there at all. Kvaratskhelia. That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing.
Paris Saint-Germain are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
Mkhitaryan.
Inter really have found that they're getting more space out wide, and I can see now there's a lot of activity developing in that area, Peter.
Yeah, it's busy in there, isn't it?
Yeah, the wide players are doing their stuff and are grabbing the attention right now.
Oh, that's fabulous. And he's straight offside. Beraldo. Fabian Ruiz. And Doué. And it's Dembele. He's got a side of goal! No, not quite.
Look, it was achievable, Peter, but it needed his best.
He's having a go! Denied by an instinctive save.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
And we have our very first corner. That has been knocked clear. And he's had a hit! Rising over the bar.
If he sacrifices some power, he may control the elevation.
Zielinski. Mkhitaryan. Stood up well to him there. Now who's going to be first to this? Closing in on goal. Tries a shot! Oh, that wasn't far away. Corner number 2 then. Defending of the desperate variety. And now a sudden chance to counter. Dembele, and the shot! In he goes again! He will be livid with himself.
Gonzalo Ramos just had too many bodies around him. He would have done remarkably well to score from there.
Darmian. Fratesi does have his name on the score sheet, of course. Martinez. Bit of a communication breakdown there, it seems.
Paris Saint-Germain truly have no need to panic. They can reassess at half-time.
Oh, it's Dembele. Dembele takes control of it and he's on the move. He's got the shot away! Oh, taken with style. Paris Saint-Germain are back on level terms. Lacking for neither time nor space. It could scarcely have been more straightforward.
Yeah, and I think we may have had too many defenders ball-watching then because they just lost sight of the real danger.
Paris Saint-Germain grab the equaliser and we're all square.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter. When you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing, the outcome should all come down to finishing.
He's picked his way through. Now it's Martinez, and he's had it nicked away. Gonzalo Ramos. Doué. Gonzalo Ramos. Bastoni.
Il y aura 2 minutes de temps additionnel.
That's Mkhitaryan. Oh, nicely intercepted. Now it's Martinez. Thuram. Pass somewhat off target. And there is the half-time whistle. A pretty decent watch this, and each side has contributed in equal part. A couple of very good goals for the crowd to enjoy, and a game which is right on the edge. At half-time, it's one each. Reflections on the first half?
Yeah, I think they'll be happy with that scoreline. I just hope the second half is as good as the first. It's been pulsating stuff.
Paris Saint-Germain head into the dressing room after a half in which we've seen 2 goals, one each, and the game right on edge. And so we're off again.
Paris Saint-Germain clearly have been the better side here. So if I was to say anything to them, it would be just keep going. If it's not broken, don't try to fix it.
Zielinski gets a foot in here. It's a lovely, neat pass. Now it's Martinez. Doué. That's good running with the ball. Gonzalo Ramos.
Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed.
Thuram. Now it's Thuram. Inter Milan have themselves a corner, I think. Yes, they do. Zielinski plays it short. Martinez. Oh, smashing header! No, not the best of headers. Fabian Ruiz. Gonzalo Ramos. Good defending there, they've slammed the door in the faces of the opposition. Doué! And that is certainly not what he had in mind.
Paris Saint-Germain just served up a reminder of how good they can be on the break. Their method is clear.
Carlos Augusto. He's going to be disappointed with that. He's coming under serious pressure here.
Well, learning from your mistakes and not repeating them is never completely guaranteed, but that rear guard is more focused on him now.
Doué. So we've reached the hour mark.
Pour ce match, 71 550.
That looks a good ball through. In for a header! He's keen, determined to have his say.
They're just lacking a cutting edge, Peter, and while that's fairly obvious, the rest of their attacking play is actually quite good.
Fabian Ruiz. That's Lee Kang-in. Gonzalo Ramos. Zielinski. Oh, well played. Gonzalo Ramos. Due. Now it's Lee Kang-in. Gonzalo Ramos. Gonzalo Ramos! And that is doing no harm at all.
Well, it was hit with great power, Peter, but sadly not great precision.
Changement en cours.
Time then for the first substitution of the game.
Well, I think he'll undoubtedly add more movement and fluidity in the final third with his passing range.
He's gone for goal! And for a moment, time stood still.
Well, the work rate to win the ball back was fantastic, and it set up the opportunity. That's great effort.
Stefan de Vrij. And it's Çalhanoğlu. Dumfries. Oh, what a climb! Goal! Inter! And they're back in front. It was a great header. The invitation was irresistible and the finish unerring.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
Inter Milan go into the lead. Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. Cleared without complication.
Paris Saint-Germain really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
Oh, that's delightful. Plays a sharp little ball here. Now it's Thuram. The referee has given a corner.
Attention, changement.
Inter Milan making another change here.
Well, his stamina was called into question then, but there's absolutely nothing wrong with his heart and the efforts he put in. He was very willing, though, not quite able.
He's tried one! He should have put that one away.
Well, he's clearly feeling that he could pretty much have the job done.
There's the hit! And yes, it's there! A two-goal lead, and they're firmly in control. An act of charity gratefully received. Inter Milan take a two-goal lead and are looking good for the win.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the...
Real chance! Asllani. Now Fratesi. And it's Çalhanoğlu. And no, he's seen through all of that. Well timed, excellent interception. Dumfries. Kvaratskhelia. Pinches it off him. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal. And it had to be. Lee Kang-in! He's done very well to get to that.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Corner number 3 coming up. Bastoni clears it away.
Temps additionnel, 5 minutes.
Just seeing the board now, it's going to be 5 extra minutes. That is good alertness. Quality ball.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Oh, perfectly measured that. And the shot's on here. There's the shot! Oh, just lacked a decent finish. Thuram! Oh, and they really should have been made to pay.
Certainly made himself a big nuisance in applying the pressure to force the error.
Fabian Ruiz. Lee Kang-in. That's that, the end. A performance of perspiration, work rate, grit, and those are very good qualities